here today. This is Marv Nicholson here today with Matt Scilley with A&M Restoration, and just going to ask him a few questions. Thinking about the thing about Matt is he does great work and the price is right. That's what I found about you.
Well, that's good.
And you're easy to work with.
Okay.
I like that too because I'm easy to work with.
Don't tell my wife.
Yeah, let's not let her know.
Yeah.
But a couple of questions, how did you get going in this business? It just seems like an interesting move.
It's a long story that I'll shorten. So basically I worked in pest control for about 15, almost 16 years. When I got done with that, I had a degree in computer science. I took a tour of Microsoft, and the amount of dead eyes that were in the cubicles, I said, nope, I can't do it. So I went to work for a guy who had me running his pest control operation. It didn't work out, but in the process, I also got an introduction into water mitigation. And so from that point on, I just decided that water mitigation was where I wanted to go. It had the science that I liked. I got to work, with clients directly, got to help them. The guy I was working for there was a lot of fraud in that industry, on both sides, from the insurance company trying to save themselves money to the people doing the work who were trying to take money from the insurance company, and I thought there's got to be a better way to do this. So I did it, and it worked out. And naturally, when you're in water, mold just comes along with it. And so I started studying mold and realized that industry was rife with fraud and overcharging.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, there's a niche for me. I can get in there and honestly do an honest day's work and charge people honestly.
Nice, and that's what we like. That's
Yeah.
what we like. So, so if I were to ask you how you differ from the others, it would start with that care and concern and taking care of people and not taking advantage of them.
Yeah, and it's going to start from a basis of reality rather than fear. So my competitors love to make people afraid of mold.
Yeah.
And if mold was going to kill us, we'd be dead right now, because we're breathing in lots and lots of mold spores outside.
Right.
That's
especially here in Washington.
Yeah, it's what makes our place green, is that biological destruction of dead wood that turns it into mulch, that turns it into nutrients.
Right.
And so if mold was as deadly as I said it was, we shouldn't be standing here, or we should have gas masks on, our SCBA units and that kind of stuff. So now there are times when it does get dangerous. And,
sure.
And there's a time to be afraid of it, but most, no.
No.
You just learn how to control the environment and teach people how to control that environment, and take away what's currently happening, and then you fix the situation. So, and keep people from thinking they're gonna die in 5 minutes. So.
But part of that is that you probably could die if you're in the right person or the wrong person and in the wrong situation when it comes to mold. I mean, it can get bad.
Yeah, it can get bad, and I've been in houses where the leaks have been happening for years, and that mold has been growing actively and producing the VOCs, or the volatile organic compounds, that actually create the harm. It's not the spores or the seeds that are really that harmful, it's the VOCs that the actual growing plant produces. And so when you have that much moisture for that long a time and it's been growing that much mold, it's going to produce a lot of stuff that can keep you sick and basically suppress your immune system.
And generally speaking, that's not the case.
Generally speaking, no, it's not the case. I mean, it's a good idea to have someone come out and look at your situation and basically, teach you how to fix it, as well as take away the current situation. But for the most part, mold is our friend.
Yeah. Okay. So would you consider this a job, a position that you enjoy? I mean, there's parts of it that you really enjoy. Oh yeah, I love it. Great.
I love working with clients. I love the science behind understanding the mold. I love the environmental. I love that it's exact. There's no, if you're doing it right, there's no shifting. It's just a matter of doing the right thing, and you can control the mold.
Yeah. I know when you say mold to my clients, they freak out in a big way.
Sure.
So, but what you're saying is we can control most of that.
We can control almost all of it. If we can control the moisture, which Washington has plenty of, we can control the mold.
Okay.
So,
is there anything else you would want us to know about the mold situation? I mean, obviously it's a subject most people fear, so here I am bringing it out and pulling it out.
Yeah. No. As far as mold is concerned, I mean, here's the thing you should know. We know very little about actually how mold affects our bodies. And so a lot of the fear porn that's going on the internet right now is due to a lack of information, not due to actual true information. Yeah. So it's good to be wary. It's good to be aware, but it's never good to panic or and allow someone to come in and literally double charge you or triple charge you just to alleviate your fear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, I appreciate you giving us the time, and what I'll do is post your information on my site so that
Perfect.
people can access or get to you easily. And I appreciate it again. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, take
All
care.
right.
All right, bye.